meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, I'm going to stay out of the way for a little bit so you guys get a better idea of some of the rain making its way in. Now, I can't think of a better way to end the week than with some steady rain and some cooler temperatures, but there's more definitely on the way. You can hear it out there, and everybody keeps asking me for the potential for severe weather. It definitely exists out there, but I don't think we're going to see a tornado. Some of that hail showing up out towards the west, but I don't think it's made its way into town quite yet. Temperatures over the last 24 hours pretty dynamic, all the way down into those upper 60s, only up about, 14, if not 12 degrees into those lower 80s, hovering around that 80-degree mark. Then the winds picked up and we dropped all the way down to 63, and we'll continue to cool off from there before we only warm up a little bit by tomorrow. Going to be pretty chilly with those winds out of the north. 63 in San Angelo. Everybody else in those lower 80s, if not those mid 70s across the entire area. Take a good look at this cool off. 69 in Sterling City, 60 in Robert Lee, 80 down there in Junction, 20 degrees across the entire Concho Valley, but the cool down is on its way towards the southeast. 63 in San Angelo. Everybody cooling off pretty quickly out there. Dew points way up there in those 70s, all the way down into those 50s, while humidity indices are at 100%, all the way down into 40%. So you can get a better idea of the trajectory of this storm as it makes its way through all Friday night. By tomorrow, a beautiful Saturday, but you have about 7 days until Halloween. Now, upper level pattern is going to show you the cold air on its way in with another cutoff low of Arctic air. That's going to level us out in those 70s, so not too much warmer, but everybody keeps asking me if it's going to be frozen by Halloween. I think we're going to be warmer by about 10 degrees. Now, moisture tracker is going to show you how the blues are on their way out, but we'll hold on to some of those greens for the weekend so things won't be too dry. You might as well not lift the burn ban. It's only going to be raining today, and I promise you by this time next week, going to be pretty dry out there. Temperatures are showing us greens in the area, but it's fighting back and forth with those oranges. It's going to be a beautiful weekend before we warm right back up into those lower 80s, but I promise you we're leveling out in those 70s. Severe weather outlook is the entire Concho Valley today, and we're looking at the hail probability tray. Go ahead and move the truck right now, 15%, but hail's only showing up about an inch in diameter. No hail cell, nothing too severe, but it still exists. Satellite imagery showing you a monster storm pushing down, getting a better idea of the radar. Now, we're going to hold on to this severe weather alert right now for about the next 15, if not 30 minutes, to get a better idea of how these pockets of rain showers are making their way in. Nothing too intense, but here comes the future cast. Now, it's pretty quick. It's going to make its way through till about 10 p.m., then right behind it, some cooler weather while we hold on to those low clouds, and then things will clear up for a beautiful weekend. So make good plans as things dry up, but go ahead and find your loose decorations. I'm not kidding about these winds. You can feel it out there right now out of the north, about 20 miles per hour, but on the backside, some post-frontal conditions with some cooler winds out of the north, but still around 15 miles per hour, if not some stronger gusts. No real game of the week, really holding on to those rain delays tonight, all the way back down into those upper 50s. And I'm tracking some of that severe weather. Then tomorrow, we're only getting up into those lower 70s, but it's going to feel like fall. I think this might be a cold enough weather to start pushing those leaves into changing colors. But as we close in on the last week of Halloween, take a good look at these temperatures. Up into those lower 80s for the weekend, then we drop all the way down into those 70s, while those overnight lows level out in those lower 40s. Stay tuned. I'll move up to the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.